into two different parts. Do each part separately. We're going to take the left side, this one, and solve it. So I have to get the letters on the left side. So this letter has to go over here. So I have to, that's a minus, so I add 6n, and I add 6n. They cancel. The n's are on the left, so the 1 cannot be. So it's -1, -1. They cancel. This is a -7. No, dude. -7 plus 6 is a -1n equal to or less than 2. What do I have to do here? Divide by a -1. -1. They cancel. What changes? The arrow. I'm not sure if that's what you meant. These are, what about you? Have these signs?
Yeah.
The arrow changes. Because I divided by a negative. When you divide by a negative, the arrow must change directions. Don't forget to change directions when you divide by an arrow. The other side. Again, I'm going to move the n on this side to the left. So it's plus 4n. They cancel. The 7 has to go get rid of the 7, so that's plus 7. They cancel. -5 plus 4, -1n, equal to or greater than 4. Got to get rid of the negative, so I have to divide by -1. They cancel. I get n, and what? Divided by a negative. Turn the arrow around, and I get -4. And this is a what? This is an OR. Now, how do I do that? Same way we did a minute ago. What's this one? Boundaries -2. Circle, filled in, line going to the right. This is a -4, which is over here. Circle, filled in, line going left. There's your answer. It's an OR, so both lines, anything that has one line is an answer. The only thing that's not an answer is the part that has no lines. Question on this? Okay, 16. Now, we do it exactly the same. The and, we got an and rather than or, which affects the graphing, doesn't affect solving. We take and do each side by itself. How do I do this one? Move the 6 to the other side. The n is here on the left. No n's over here. Move the 6 over there. Plus 6, plus 6, -9n is greater than 54. Divide by -9. And n is greater than it's a negative. You have to turn the arrow around so it's less than, and 54 over -9 is -6. Other side, again, the n is okay. The 3 has to go. So it's 7n is greater than -70. Divide by 7. So they cancel. So, and now this is a positive 7, so we don't change. We only change when the bottom number is negative. So we get this. And this is an and. Let's graph it. I graph this one the same way. -6 is my boundary. Circle. Empty.
Yeah.
Line running left. So we graph this one, right? Excuse me. Math right here. We graph this. Now we graph this. My boundary is -10. So it's over here. Circle. Empty. Line running to the right. and mean? Both. No, and means both. The and means the overlap, right? Which lines overlap? Right here. These are the overlapping lines, right? So my answer is I put this circle in, I put this circle in, and the overlapping line runs between them. This is my graph, which I get from these two. When it's an and, it's overlap. Okay? You need to know what you're doing. If you don't graph like this, I don't know how you're going to know how to do that. The answer is this one, not these two. I don't know. Well, whatever. I need to do another problem. I need to do problem number 27. I'm going to do 27. 5x minus 3y is less than 6. That's the one you did, right? Correct? Okay. Now this is different. You have to graph it, okay? But it has an x and a y both in it, right? That's a minus. Yeah, it's number 27. Now listen. To graph it, one, you have to get y by itself. There's no y. I got to get it by itself, so I have to get rid of 5x. Minus 5x, so they cancel. Minus 5x here. Put it here. It has to go in front of the 6. Don't put it behind it. These cancel. I now have negative 3y less than negative 5x plus 6. Now I divide by negative 3. All of this is straight algebra that we've done before. If you have trouble doing this part of it, you really need to come in and get help or something, because you're going to have trouble with the whole class. We're assuming by now that you can do what I'm doing here, and I shouldn't have to explain every step to you. If you do, you need to get extra help. The negative 3's cancel. The negative there cancels. So I end up with y is less than 5/3 x minus 2. What? I'm sorry, we're dividing by a negative, so we must turn it around. And that, you've got to remember to do that. It's easy to forget, obviously. Okay, so I need to go to another page. I had y, I had 5/3 x, was it minus 3? Minus 2, and what was this, a less than?
Yes, but more than, because you changed it. No, it's
I just want to, it's greater than now?
yeah, because you changed it.
All right. Now, I need to graph it. It has an x and a y. You graph like this. It's not a number line graph. How do I graph this? Negative 2. 1, 2. There it is. Slope, 5/3. Up 5, right 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 over. There's my point. Is it a dotted line or a slanted line? No line here, no line down here. So it's dotted like that. One more thing. Remember, put a line like this on it. Which line looks up? Which line is greater than? That one is going greater than. What's this going? Less than. What's this say? This says greater than, right? Which arrow is greater? This one pointing up, right? So this is the greater than. That's the side you shave. If you have this, you must shave a side.